And off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
This old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Defense is asleep.
Off play action. Foot. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything. You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Ritter headed right off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
Well, a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Foot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Foot. That's complete to Sharp. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun on 3rd down. Foot. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Foot. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Christopher Dunn now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Ritter back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
On first down, Ritter locates Hardman for another catch.
Pushes him aside at the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, Foot to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down, Foot. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Ritter completes this quickly. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football, has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Ritter to throw it.
Completes it to Hardman. Oh, he spins past him and into space. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come back.
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 20, Javonte Williams.
And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Javonte Williams.
73 yards.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Down good with the extra point.
The lead is now 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
This is taken at the 23. Fights off the defender. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. A give to Williams, running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7.
Back to throw. Foot. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
Off the play fake. Foot. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Done good with the extra point.
These guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Quick hitter, and he caught it up. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They begin the drive with Williams.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Foot. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Guys, what are you doing?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Foot. And quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.